Welcome to Fright Night.
Hello.
So Art the Clown doesn't really speak, but look at how cool these glasses are that April got.
I'm so excited. I drove all the way to the west side. We're in the valley. And I drove all the way to the west side. Not west side. Just like over the hill. Which is supposed to take 20 minutes, but it took way longer to get these. Because only one Spirit Halloween had them.
Because it's already selling out?
Yeah, they're selling out, or they just don't have them yet. But yeah, I'm excited to have our sunglasses.
I know. April was nice enough to acquire these for next week because we're going to Universal Studios Horror Nights Hollywood. Right. All our friends are in Orlando tonight for Horror Nights there. But apparently it's much hotter there. But I hope they let us wear these, though.
Yeah, they're really strict. Last year, I was wearing a choker, and they made me take it off and, leave it. So just be aware of the rules. But I'm going to try to sneak these in, because I want to wear them. Because art is going to be everywhere, apparently, and I want to take some cool pictures with my sunflower sunglasses. We want to take cool pictures with him.
Yeah, we love Art the Clown.
We do.
We really do.
I really love him.
Yeah. I've actually, here's the thing, and you guys are going to find this out if for some reason you didn't know already, that April hates everything. She hates most modern movies. I feel like you give 80s and 90s movies a pass.
I do, yeah.
For the nostalgia factor.
Absolutely. So I was born in the 80s, and I just grew up watching a lot of 80s horror. So obviously, yeah, like you said, a lot of nostalgia tied into those. But also, everything now is just regurgitated kind of crap. So it is hard to come by something that's new and refreshing. Although we've had some pretty good years, I think, of good horror that is kind of like done the Quentin Tarantino thing where they pay homage to something else, but they do it their own way, where it comes, it gets delivered in a different format, and it just nails it,
Well, you know what movie I thought was very original and unique?
Which one?
Weapons. Even though we got different takes on weapons, we're going to talk about it, but hey hoes. So I'm going to take these off because I can't see shit, but they're so good. I love them.
It is. I want to keep them on forever. What if they were stuck to my face? It becomes that's a horror movie right there. I can't take off the sunflower sunglasses.
But so if you go on dates and you're hanging out with somebody, like you fall asleep, you cuddle that way, you have sex that way,
Yeah, it would be like the mask from Season of the Witch.
Oh, that's true. That's true, which is, if Brittany's in the chat, sorry to Brittany, but I like it more than the original Halloween.
Hi, Brittany!
Is your, Halloween John Carpenter franchise, do you have is the OG your favorite? Because 3 is my favorite.
I think the original is my favorite.
Okay.
I like falling asleep to the original. It's just very cathartic for me.
Yeah.
Like the beginning, this music.
This girl.
Everything about it.
I'm like, this bitch. April, she's half Mexican. I'm full Mexican. She's half Mexican, from Guatemala, right?
Yes.
And when she used to visit her family in Mexico City when she was a kid, she also fell asleep to The Exorcist.
I did. My uncle had 2 VHS tapes that were in English. Even though I speak Spanish, I would always watch these movies, and it was Predator and The Exorcist, and I would watch both of those every day because there was nothing else to do when we were just at home. And yeah, I would fall asleep watching the fucking Exorcist,
which is totally normal.
It's totally normal. It's just like, okay.
Jimmy says April is a woman after my own heart.
Yeah, Jimmy nails.
Isn't she really? So, okay, a couple of things, because we just kind of started talking because we love talking to each other, and we figured we'd just do it here and hang out with y'all. So shout out to Frank, Eddie, Jimmy, Mike, Brennan, Andrew, Sexy Andrew, Sam, George, if I'm missing anybody, but thanks for being here, y'all, especially because I have not been here in a while. If you follow my shit, you've noticed that my radio show's been on hiatus, and I haven't been on YouTube in a while. And it's because I've been working on other shit, including my upcoming album, because I'm an artist and shit. And I've been busy with good stuff, but that's why I haven't been online. That's why I haven't gone live. And the thing about spooky season is that it has started. And because it started, I sometimes get invited to really cool shit. And April is my friend from a long time ago. I don't even know when we fucking met, but it was
I don't either.
a decade ago.
Probably.
Something crazy like that.
Yeah.
But we met a long time ago through our friend Nathan and Eric.
At a Chucky screening.
Yeah.
At the Vista.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
It was, I think. Yeah.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
But so we met and we mostly started hanging out by doing this shit, like going to horror movie screenings, and I would invite her to horror nights or whatever types of events that you can go that are horror related in LA. And so I was like, you know what? I don't want to have another. I love what I did with the World Girls, but I'm like, I don't want to have another fucking company because it's, y'all know, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. So I told April, why don't we just start a funny little thing on the socials and see how it goes, because that's how they invite me to shit. So we were doing this for fun.
Yeah.
And then we started getting invited to like Vegas Universal horror thing over there that's called Horror Unleashed, and that was so fun.
That was so cool.
And then we're going to Horror Nights next week, and I was like, you know what? I miss being live here with you guys, so April, you want to hang out with me? And she said yes.
Hell yeah.
And so
thank you, Dorina, for also including me in all your fun stuff that you get invited to. I'm so spoiled, you guys.
Yeah.
I feel so special.
She is special, though. I mean, nobody's special, but she is special. You're spatial.
I am.
I sound like
Frank.
Ralph Wiggum. You're spatial.
Yeah.
So yeah, in short, that's why we're here. We just want to hang out, and y'all know Perry and Matt do their Merry Hour on Fridays, and so I figure we just go live right after or before them and see how long we do this. We'll do this most Fridays if you guys want to have us here and we can get nerdy and talk horror movies.
Absolutely.
That's kind of the point. So thanks for being here and helping me revive this fucking YouTube channel, because I'm pretty sure I got fucking demonetized like ages ago just from not going live. So if you do want to send in any sort of donations, you can do so at streamlabs.com/Horror Hos, and you can ask your questions. You can send us your favorite witch movies. You can send us your weapons reviews, whatever the hell you want to talk about.
Yeah.
We're just here to hang out, and it's happy hour. Here.
It is happy hour. I don't even want to show you guys what I'm drinking.
She's very embarrassed. That's why I was trying to make her cheer.
A dirty White Claw.
You should be
wondering,
embarrassed.
is black cherry.
You
I
should,
don't know.
you should be embarrassed, but that's okay. Anyways. Okay, so figure we'd start and just chat a little bit about some witch movies without talking major spoilers for weapons.
Yeah.
But I do want to see what the people are talking about.
Yeah.
We're already talking about Halloween.
Someone said they fell asleep to a Dracula movie, I think I saw, which I think is pretty cool.
Oh, the Spanish 1931 makes you want to fall asleep. Sexy
But-
Andrew, you're missing out because it's awesome.
Oh, I thought he liked to fall asleep to that, though.
No. It makes him fall asleep. I love it. I love that one. Frank is commenting on your Vidiot shirt.
Thank you, Frank.
And
you can get this at videos.com.
Yes,
Or at
you
the
can.
Vidiot store.
Support
storefront.
good nonprofits, especially because they are a physical media
Yes.
organization,
So
and we love
important.
that. Yes.
So important.
Okay, Brennan says, two attractive Latin gothy witch ladies, as the song says, who could ask for anything more?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Thank you.
Jimmy says, it's the most wonderful time of the year. I only like that song during October and September. Andrew says The Exorcist 3 is better than Exorcist 2. Oh, I thought you meant the original one. Yeah, it is. We'll talk about that. We'll get into that shit.
The Claw is law. That's right, Frank.
The Claw is law.
Just don't tell anyone.
Jerry says, can we send food pics? Jerry, are you talking about food or food? Like, foot? You can send feet pics. I'm kidding. I'm not into feet. No shade to Tarantino.
No feet. And I'm also missing a toenail right now, so you don't want to see that.
Tarantino would probably want to see that.
Well, you know what?
Just
I
saying.
would probably show him. I like Tarantino.
I would too. Although, did you see that video of Fiona Apple and Tarantino where she's?
Yes.
I think she said, if you want to quit cocaine, you should do coke with PTA
Yes.
and Tarantino.
Yep.
And the video is just him trying to like basically look cool in front of her, and she's just staring like that.
Yes, it's actually a pretty brilliant video. Just like hell yeah, Fiona, but also, yeah, I don't know. I want to just think that he was just young and
An idiot. Yeah.
No offense if you're young bloods out there.
Yeah. Jimmy's asking where I got my shirt. You know what? I don't remember, but I think it was Rocking Futton, which is like play on words of fucking rotten. Through Beyond Fist, because I think they make Beyond Fist shirts. So it might be online. Rocking Futton, I believe. Okay, so nobody's talking about which movies yet, but we were actually thinking of what movies to talk about and what were our favorites. And I do want to read a few that we asked y'all. Oh, Frank says April is echoing.
Oh no!
Do you guys hear the echo a lot, or is Frank just being a little...
Hey. Hello, hello.
Let me know. This is your friend.
Hi, Care Bear. Witches. That's how I assume she said it.
I haven't met her, but I'm social media friends with CT.
Yeah, her name's Kara.
Yeah, and she seems awesome. Kara
is.
You're really cool, Kara, even though we haven't met in person.
Yeah.
Arturo, good to see you. Sam says little echo, but not too bad. Okay. I don't know how to fix that yet.
Yeah. Yeah. Why am I don't know. This is my first time. Well, no, that's a lie. Second time doing this, so I don't know how to fix it.
Well, we also got...
Should I just become like Art the Clown and just mime?
Exactly.
I do have a notepad. I could just write down what I need to say.
All right. I'll work on the echo in a little bit. But these are the movies that you guys sent us on Instagram. So I asked, what are your favorite movies about witches? And some of the answers are Lords of Salem, The Crucible, Practical Magic Forever, Practical Magic Sue Me, The Blair Witch Project. I'd have to say The Witch, Suspiria, The Witch, and then I said both Suspirias because I think they're both perfect.
Yes.
Do you have a favorite, Mika?
The Witches, I grew up watching it with Angelica Houston. I really dig that one. And then The Craft. I just love The Craft. That was like a teenager when that came out, and those girls were so cool to me. I wanted to be, obviously, Fairuza Balk.
Yeah.
She's just a badass. But yeah, I think that... What else? I wrote some down, too, just so I don't forget. I mean, The Witch. Your shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
that's
really
a great
good.
one.
Really, really good. Yeah, The Witches, I remember, was probably one of the first movies I remember watching as a kid that I think it was probably playing on, like, Disney Channel or something like that, right? Because they would actually play cool shit on the Disney Channel when we were kids in the 80s.
Yeah.
And I remember, obviously, that scene was imprinted in my brain of Angelica Houston taking off her human mask and turning into an actual witch, like, because those special effects are so cool.
Exactly.
That makeup is amazing, and so that is, like, as far as like kids movies go, that's probably the best one for sure.
Yeah.
And I love Hocus Pocus, but yeah, and then being a teenager and watching like The Craft in a Mexican movie theater was something, because like. Have you been to, like, when you were a kid in Mexico City, did you ever go to the movie theater? Like, there's a lot of heckling
I've never
in the
been.
culture. Like,
No.
there's actually a lot of heckling, like, especially when there's movies with, like, sex scenes or things like that. So it was a riot, and I remember everybody was loving it. And it's such a good movie. It still holds up, too.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
We're actually going to go see it in next month, right?
Yes.
We're going to Cinespia.
Yeah, we're going in October to Cinespia.
excited.
Is it Cinespia?
I don't know.
Cinespia?
You say it however you want to say it.
Yeah. Yes, shout out to Perry, who helped us get some good seats for that.
Yeah, thank you, Perry.
Yeah. But The Craft is awesome, and I also feel like when I was a teenager and I was watching it, I remember thinking they're actually touching on really, like, hardcore themes.
Oh, absolutely.
That a lot of teenage, I guess shows don't really do as or did as much maybe at that time. Like I guess that's why probably a reason why April and I love horror so much, because it speaks to so many topics that I think a lot of other genres were scared to touch on when at least when we were kids, right?
Yeah.
Like there was like adult shit, especially now there's like a really like huge difference between adult shit and family shit. Whereas back in the day, PG-13 didn't even exist.
Right.
Remember? Wasn't
Yeah.
Gremlins the first
I think
one
so.
that they changed
Yep.
for that bullshit? Which we don't like. I do not like the royal we, but I do not like the MPAA.
Yeah.
I hate that conservative rating shit. But yeah, so The Witch, the Craft, I feel like really touched on those, like really meaningful, important, hard to talk about subjects for teenagers. So I loved it. I thought it was great. I think it still holds up, and it was ballsy as fuck.
I think
It
that's
talked
why,
about racism, like it talked about like all kinds of like misogyny, all of the things.
and I think that's why it's still really popular, even with like the newer generations. You know, like they'll watch it and be like, oh, like wow, this like still kind of applies to now. You know, unfortunately.
Yeah,
But yeah.
yeah. I also
I
wanted
think
to
it
be
actually
close.
got remade, like
As, like,
in
a
the 2000s, like
It's like a movie or
the
TV show.
2010s. No, a movie, and it was not good. I think I just blocked that out of my brain.
I'm sure it was.
I think it was remade because, of course.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure it was not good. That especially with that cast and the music, the soundtracks got full of bangers. Not just the soundtrack, like the actual like songs, but the score by I think it was Graham Revell, famous from the Power Rangers movie.
Yeah.
For you Power Rangers nerds. Kara's asking if the Goblin King is a witch. Look, David Bowie's for sure a witch, I think. So I do think it counts. I don't know if Labyrinth necessarily counts as a witch movie, but the Goblin King is for sure a witch, especially with his goblin junk
Yeah.
and his. Remember the magic clear balls? Did you see Labyrinth?
What?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, so you remember the.
Yes, yeah.
You remember the joggling.
I mean, you
juggling.
guys are, you know, probably everyone's favorite scene, at least mine, is that little worm in the beginning in the maze.
Hello.
Hello. He's adorable. He's my favorite.
Hello.
But obviously also David
I'm just a worm. So good. Mike says The Witch is my favorite witch movie. It's really excellent.
The Witch. Someone said Halloween Town is the best
What's decom mean?
Disney
Oh,
comedy?
Disney comedy.
I don't know.
I think that's what you mean, Sam. Is that like insider Disney Channel lingo that we don't know about? Because I still hold up Hocus Pocus as the best Disney one. But I know Halloween Town has a huge following too. All right. Then we get The Love Witch is also excellent, and I feel like probably one of the better modern ones. That it's weird because there's something going on the roof, witchcraft, brujeria. But I feel like when I mention The Love Witch to people like in our horror community, they all know about it and love it. But people outside of the horror community do not.
Yeah. Was it ever released in theaters? I don't think it was.
Probably not.
It was kind of a low budget
Yeah.
flick. I don't even remember how I heard of it, but I remember watching it and just really digging it.
Yeah.
And it's a female director. I don't remember her name.
Yeah. Anna.
But always got
Something.
to support the females, obviously.
The females.
The females out there.
Anna Biller.
Felt
That's
it.
her name.
Anna Biller.
Yeah, and she did all of it. Like she fucking
Yes,
like
that
she
was-
directed, wrote it. She even did like some of the costume design.
Right.
I think she possibly did some of the music, like the score.
Oh,
It was like a
nice.
whole crazy passion project, and it literally looks and feels like it's from the 60s.
Oh, absolutely.
It's
1,000%, which I kind of dig as well,
Yeah.
obviously.
Like
Yeah.
that Technicolor shit.
Yes,
Yeah.
the Technicolor stuff. And obviously, I got a shout out to the blue eyeshadow. I tried to do it today, but not as severe as I should have.
Severe. that's like when we put makeup on. That's what we're like. We're not going for the what's it called, the how pretty or hot we look. We want to look severe.
Severe, yes. You got to go out into natural light and make sure that you look severe and
Exactly.
terrifying. No one fucks with you.
That's right. Art the Clown doesn't want to look cute. He wants to look severe.
Exactly.
And that's what we want. Frank says, Dorina said Harry Potter doesn't count. What do you think, April?
Oh, yeah. You know what? I didn't even think about Harry Potter. How dare I?
Because why would... Just because, like, Hermione's a witch or, like, Bellatrix is a witch? There's witches in it.
They're all witches. What are you talking about?
I guess the wizards also count as witches.
I think so.
All right.
Well, I don't know. What is... Do I need to Google the definition or the difference between wizards and witches?
I guess. No, you're right. They're because like then.
I think.
But in that case, Gandalf is a witch too because he's a
true,
wizard. You're a wizard, Harry.
You're a wizard, Harry.
So I don't know. Sam says Dune is a witch movie. I am an unofficial Ben Gesserit. That's funny. What else we got? Jerry's just quoting movies now. We are the weirders, Mr. I love that. That's my favorite line from The Craft. You remind me of the Babe. Jimmy's giving love to the Witches of Eastwick.
Yeah.
Really good. Quite the fucking cast. Like, who was it? It was Cher, Michelle Pfeiffer, Susan Sarandon, and Jack Nicholson.
Yes.
Damn, what a movie. They all were so hot.
The Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen movie?
There's like
a which one?
A little Halloween movie maybe for Disney Channel.
I never saw it.
But yeah, if you guys for some reason have not seen The Love Witch, so on my Patreon we have a watch along once a month, and last year we saw The Love Witch, and a lot of them hadn't seen it and they loved it.
Oh, awesome!
They loved it, and it really, again, like most people I know have not seen it every time I mention it to them, but really watch. If you have not, I highly recommend. It's so funny, it's so well made, it feels like it is a movie from like decades ago, and it's also really hitting on a lot of really interesting conversation topics about gender roles, and everybody's being crazy, and it's just really fun, and it looks awesome, and I want all of her clothing and makeup.
Hell yeah.
What else we got? John Get Bent is here.
Oh, someone said The Wizard of Oz is a good witch movie. We were talking about that earlier.
We are Return to Oz people, but April, I don't think, have you seen Wizard of Oz?
Speaking of Fairuza Balk, yeah, she's in Return to Oz.
Yeah.
I did not see... I've seen bits of The Wizard of Oz. I've just never wanted to watch the whole thing. Something about Dorothy just kind of irks me for some reason.
Yeah, Dorothy sucks. Not to be confused with the great Judy Garland, who does not suck.
Right, exactly.
Judy Garland's awesome, but Dorothy, the character...
Yes.
It's probably because was basically an adult playing a child.
Yeah.
Which
possibly.
Is not great.
I don't know. There was just something about that movie that made me feel really uneasy when I was little. Return to Oz didn't. Also, The Wiz, which was like the version that came out in the 80s. I don't remember what year, but it was like the black version of like The Wizard of Oz. That one was amazing. I think Michael Jackson was in that, wasn't he?
Hell yeah, maybe he was. And
yeah.
Diana Ross.
Yes, Diana Ross.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It has some great musical numbers in that.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
So good. The Wiz was excellent. I love that you have never finished The Wizard of Oz.
No, I've seen clips, but yeah, no.
I think it's valuable as like a contribution to cinema because of the way it looked and how it was made. But it is hard to relate to these to like the main character. That's why there's like certain shows and movies where if the protagonist is not somebody that I can relate to, I'm like, it's fine. But I love though that it made you feel uneasy and yet you fell asleep to The Exorcist. Like, what's going on there?
Wait, what made me feel uneasy? The Wizard of Oz? Or The Wiz?
The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
So
I think I am a witch, and just certain, I just get vibes from certain things and people, and that movie was giving off the weird vibe that I didn't like.
Well, because they were hunting witches. The witch was
that's right.
As evil.
Yeah, that absolutely makes sense now. Everything is coming together. Clarity, guys.
Maybe you would like Wicked then, because she's the hero. But
I don't think I can do that one.
No, you probably would not like Wicked. But that's how I felt about. I'm seeing the chat mention Maleficent. That's how I felt about Maleficent and the evil Queen of Snow White. Like, I was always rooting for them. So,
Yeah.
I hear you. Those made me feel uneasy because Maleficent was right.
Yeah, you got to know the other side of the story too, you know?
Yes. All right. What else we got in the chat here before we get talking about weapons?
Oh, gosh. Are you guys here for weapons? Are you guys excited? Have you guys seen Weapons?
Good question. Hey, Rich. Calm down, Rich. Shout out to Rich in the chat. Rich used to help me back in the day, way back in the day, like COVID times. He used to do graphics for me when I was ignorant of Photoshop.
Oh, cool.
So Rich was awesome. He did a bunch of cool stuff with me back in the day.
Very cool.
He's saying, can you believe Guillermo del Toro's auctioning off everything from the Bleak House? I had no idea.
I didn't know that either.
Did you go to that exhibit?
Yeah, absolutely. It was fantastic.
Black Man?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was fucking awesome,
It was
man.
amazing.
All his stuff was so cool. I wanted it.
Yeah, exactly. I want to go to his house.
Yeah, like
I want to just go hang out with him and drink tea.
I know.
Just talk movies.
We would just be like,
flick.
we Mexican.
Exactly.
That's what we would just.
Exactly.
We just get
maybe
drunk
a little tequila in there, you know.
Yeah, just eat and talk about Frankenstein. It'd be so nice.
Exactly.
Jimmy's asking if we've talked about practical magic. So Jimmy, we haven't, but we had at least 2 people on Instagram mention it, including our friend Amelia, who said practical magic always, and one of your friends said, "Sue me." after she
said practical
magic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it Kate or something like that? Kate Ecke, I forget.
Okay.
Who was it?
I'm not sure, but
yeah, it's oh no, Ashley.
Oh, okay, Ashley Kraft.
Yeah. So there's a lot of practical magic.
There is a lot of did you like it?
I remember liking it when like it was in the 90s when it came out because I liked the cast. I loved Nicole Kidman in the 90s, and Sandra Bullock was cool too, but I was all about Nicole Kidman. And I feel like when I was a kid, it was like a nice, cozy film to watch.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was never obviously like, it was kind of like watching Hocus Pocus.
Yeah.
Right? It's actually kind of cheesy.
Yes.
It's like a little like, it's like a well-made Lifetime movie.
Yeah.
It's
like it's a Sandra Bullock movie.
Yeah.
It just makes you feel kind of good. And
yeah. But
I have to rewatch it. I saw it one time and I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
I did love the hair in that movie though. Both Nicole Kidman and
they're so
Sandra
hot.
Bullock had just like long, beautiful hair in it.
They're so hot. And I also loved, it was Stalker Channing that was in it. They were like the older, was it Diane
Lane?
Weist maybe?
Oh yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, from Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah.
But so the cast is great, but it's definitely a little like cheesy romantic movie or a cheesy Lifetime movie that's really well made and that's enjoyable. So I did like it. I don't know if it's like a really good movie though.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that. So,
Craft, Love Witch, Eastwick.
What else?
Teen Witch. Did you guys see that? That's from the 80s, I think. Or
Yeah.
early 90s.
I didn't see that till I was an adult because I didn't even know it existed. Like, it was not in Mexico at all, at least.
Oh, okay.
So that's a wild movie.
Yeah, I think that's one that was like always playing on some cable channel, so I watched it a lot. And obviously, if you've seen it, there's like a very infamous like rap battle in it between a girl and this one guy. And it's just super cheesy 80s. It's so fun. In the realm of like hiding out and like, like when all those movies were coming out with like John Cryer and Molly Ringwald and stuff, but it's really good. It's fun. It's like a good like movie for like teens and like younger kids.
It's super cheesy in a fun 80s way. But if you're saying that movie's good, then I would say Practical Magic is good.
Yeah. That's true. I mean, I don't know. I guess. Like I said, like Dorina said, I hate everything.
Except 80s movies.
Except 80s movies.
She loves
I'm an 80s baby.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So some people, before we finish talking about which movies, unless you guys are going to send any Streamlabs donations, if you can, we would love to know what your favorite which movies are, what the hell you thought about weapons, if you saw it or not. Ask us fucking dumb questions. We maybe if we actually do this show every week, this show on the internet, we would love to do stupid segments like we were talking about doing like monster smash or pass.
I can't wait to do that one.
So that sounds stupid and fun, right? Like for sure smash Candyman but pass on Jason, right? So we want your horror hot takes is what I want to hear basically.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Someone mentioned weapons.
Kara said weapons. I know how you felt.
Oh, yeah,
apes?
she saw.
Is that what she calls you?
Yeah, she calls me apes.
Interested in what Dorina thinks too. Okay, we'll talk about it. Jerry says 3 Frankenstein movies in 1 year. Wait, what's the third one? I know there's the Maggie Gyllenhaal and Guillermo del Toro. There's a third one?
Is that Maggie Gyllenhaal? There's a Netflix one? Is that going to Netflix?
That's the Guillermo del Toro one.
Okay.
What third one you talking about? Next Issue Podcast. Hi. He says, can't stay for the live because I am doing IRL people stuff tonight, but I'll leave a like and come back later. Love that y'all are doing this. That's so nice.
Thank you so much.
And then Jerry wants to know our opinions on The Crucible.
I've actually never seen it. Daniel Day-Lewis, huh?
He's so hot.
He is. I should watch it. I'll put that on my homework.
Sam says her thought-provoking take is Daniel Day-Lewis can get it. Sam, Daniel Day-Lewis can get it anytime. It's like Phantom Thread all the way to My Left Foot. Any period, Daniel Day-Lewis, you can get it from any of us.
Yeah, he's great.
Yes, agreed. All right.
I swear I saw someone said something about weapons, that they didn't see it or they did see it.
No, I think Andrew said that he didn't care for it.
Okay, yeah.
Or maybe he said he didn't care to watch it. Yeah, I don't care to see weapons.
Oh, gotcha, okay. So there might be some spoilers, but I mean, you might have caught on the topic.
Yeah. Jimmy's asking, send Streamless to you or is there a Horror Hos one separately? Yes, as you can see on the overlay I have created, streamless.com/Horror Hos. And we're probably going to make a Venmo too, because I know that's easier for some of y'all. But we are also very happy that you're here hanging out. If you have extra cash to donate during this shitty ass economy, really appreciate it just for our time. And obviously, like, you know, buying stupid shit like that we're, you know, if we're really starting this little horror brand for fun. So we're just appreciative. Also, remember, any little money that we make goes into our pockets and our creative life. Like, I'm literally like going into the studio in a month, so anything that I get from y'all, from your good hearts, is going into studio time. Yay. As will be explained in the DJ Bruja newsletter coming out this Monday for Labor Day. I hope nobody's working. All right, so yes, you can send it to streamlabs.com/Horror Hos. Thank you for that.
Yeah, thanks guys.
All right.
Thanks, Frank, for your dollar tip.
He was helping me test it.
I love it.
Andrew says the third Frankenstein movie will have Sebastian Stan playing the doctor.
Oh.
I think it comes out next year, 2027.
Okay.
Hey, Kate. I love seeing old faces pop in. It's good to see everybody. Frank says to do this every Friday.
Thank you, Frank.
Are you going to be a guest? The world needs it.
Yeah, should we bring more, like, some guests in, depending on what we're talking about, obviously.
Yeah, we'll probably
feedback.
We'll probably exchange some guest time. Like, we'll be on the Merry Hour. They can be here with us. Mm-hmm. You know, well, we just love hanging out with our friends.
Yeah, we didn't really have a solid outline for. We were just like, we're just gonna go and hang out. Like, it's just gonna be super chill. We're gonna talk about which movies. Let's see who joins, who likes it, who doesn't.
And if you guys wanted to do this every Friday,
you better like it.
We fucking will. What she said. Exactly. Rich is asking, are you going to CreepyCon? Have you been to CreepyCon?
I've never been.
I don't think, April, am I wrong? You're not a huge fan of conventions?
I cannot stand conventions. They're always in such a stale room, and it's just a bunch of booths that are set up, and it's just awkward and crowded and stinky and all the things that I don't like. Aside from the horror stuff. So I try to not go. I've been to a couple. Monster Palooza.
Was it
Midsummer
Scream?
Midsummer Scream.
So you didn't enjoy seeing like people like Linda Blair sign autographs, or like you thought it was all?
I would never pay for an autograph. I just feel like that's kind of silly. I understand these people have to make money,
Of
somehow.
course, yeah.
But I like seeing them from afar. Like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's
what I
Bill
like.
Moseley's over there, and this person's over here. But yeah, overall, I stay away from those spots. And then hopefully I just see them in the wild, because a lot of times they're just out here, A lot of them live in the valley. A lot of horror people, and who knows?
April is also one of the few people that lives in Los Angeles that's from Los Angeles. So you actually grew up here.
I did.
So unlike the rest of us that, when we moved here, we're like, oh, look, fucking, I don't know, some Danny DeVito's in the corner. This is true. That's cool. Like you grew up with that shit. Like you
absolutely.
I want you to tell them before we get into the weapons conversation of your
My Night of the Demons.
Yeah, please. That movie's awesome, and I don't think a lot of people here have seen it. But correct us if we're wrong.
John Get Bent said, "I'm with April on conventions, not my wife at all." Yay! So there's a movie from the 80s, 1988, called Night of the Demons. It's a B movie, and when I was 8 years old, my parents would always take my sister and I out. We'd always go walk down Hollywood Boulevard and get like a slice of pizza, and then we'd go watch a movie. And this one night, we're walking down after dinner, and there's a premiere going on, and my dad's like, "Oh, let's go in. Let's see if they have tickets." He gets his tickets. He knows it's a horror movie, but like they just didn't care. They're like, "It's fake. It's Hollywood. This is all, it's all make believe." So they take my sister and I. I'm 8 years old. My sister's 6 years older than I am. And we sit through this film that has some very graphic scenes in it, if you've seen it. There's a very infamous lipstick scene in it. It's just like engraved in my mind. But I loved it the whole time. I was just like, this movie's awesome. Because it's almost like an Alice in Wonderland kind of vibe in it. And during those very severe scenes, like I remember looking at my dad just like, I was super excited. And my dad is just like, oh my God, what did I just bring my daughter to? But that's one of my first memories, is going to the premiere of Night of the Demons, because it was such a low budget movie that they had extra tickets. And I wish I had photos though. That would be so cool.
Yeah, because how old were you?
I was like 8. In 88, I was 8. That's awesome. It's just, that was a really cool memory. And I wish I could remember what theater. I think I rode the woman, and the girl that plays Angela, something Kincaid is her name.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote her on Instagram to see if like she could tell me, but like, like she probably gets a million messages, so it probably went to her like secret box and she's never going to see it. So I need to figure out who I can talk to figure out where that premiere was and if there's any photos. Can you imagine just like, oh yeah, here I have a bunch of photos and there's like a little me in the background. Like, that would be amazing.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That's like my dream. I really hope that I can do that.
Yeah. If y'all haven't seen it, that movie is so good.
It's so good.
John says he's seen it. He says it's fun. Found a Blu-ray of it a while back at a flea market. I just got that Blu-ray recently at shoutfactory.com.
Sweet.
I love that movie.
Hell yeah.
Jerry's seeing the new Toxic Avenger, which is why he's gotta go.
Oh.
Thanks for hanging, Jerry, and enjoy,
yeah.
and let us know what you think.
Yeah, Jerry. Awesome.
Shout out to my dearly departed friend Scott Wampler, whose review was something like, "Oh my motherfucking God," when he saw that movie. So, all right.
Can't wait.
Shall we talk weapons?
Oh yeah.
Since that's why we're kind of here, I guess. We talk witch movies.
We're actually gonna cut my bangs first, right, Dorina?
Right.
She's gonna bring out the scissors. We're gonna get some micro bangs going.
Yes, we're gonna. If we crowdfund a certain amount of money,
I'm gonna chop them.
We are gonna give April micro bangs, and she's gonna turn fully evil, not just 80%.
Yep.
So there you go. But and I do actually. We have not talked at all about Suspiria.
Oh.
So before we get into weapons, because I want to make sure I didn't miss any of the movies. Frank's still complaining about the sound. I'll fix it for next time. I'm sorry.
So sorry.
This is all what I'm working here.
That
That's all I'm
sucks.
working here. Oh yeah, there's probably some setting on this new mic that's here. I'll fix it for next time. I'm sorry. I hope it's not the echo's not super shitty. But if it is, let me know. All right. So what did you guys say? Practical Magic we talked about, The Witch we talked about, the Blair Witch Project. That's a funny one to me because super fun experience in the theater. But I didn't think it was scary at all when I saw it, and people think it's terrifying. Like, what is your take on Blair Witch?
I remember seeing it at the New Art here in Santa Monica, and it was a full crowd, so I wasn't that scared watching it. But when I left and I started thinking about it, I was like, I already knew that it wasn't real. So I think if I would have just come across like a VHS of it, put it in, I would have been like, holy shit, because I already knew that it was fake. But yeah, it still was effective. I think it was, that was the beginning of like that. Oh my God, what is it called?
Found footage.
Found footage.
Yeah.
Trend, and I thought it was great.
Yep.
And I thought the actors were great.
Yep.
Obviously, like everyone else, I feel like you wanted a little bit more. I wanted a little bit more, but instead of just what we got, but it was still great.
Yeah, I agree. I thought when it came out, it was like a big phenomenon for a reason. But I never thought it was that scary. And maybe it's because, like Frank says, if you're not scared of that movie, you've never been alone in the woods. So I grew up in the desert. So I was scared of like El Cucuy.
Yeah.
Or like, La Mano Peluda. Whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like what were like the Mexican.
What other ones?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, you got to tell them about your egg thing.
The egg?
The evil eye, el huevo.
Oh, for anyone that's like, I don't know if this is just specifically like comes from Mexican lore, but it's a thing that I grew up with my mom. She's Mexican, and if you get, evil eye from someone, or if someone, if someone, is envious of you, or, jealous, whatever, you tend to kind of take on that energy, and then you can get like headaches. You just feel kind of foggy, blah, blah, blah. And my mom, growing up, whenever my sister and I would feel this way, or my dad, she would do an egg cleanse. So you take an egg, and then she does like just a raw egg out of the fridge, and then does like kind of like a wipe down, like it's called a limpia, right? A cleansing. And then she does like a little prayer or whatever. She doesn't say it out loud. She just says it in her head, and then cracks the egg into a glass with water and lets it sit overnight. And then you look at the egg like the next day, and then you can, if it looks like an eye, then that means, yeah, someone gave you the evil eye and it's gone now. And you flush it down the toilet and then it's gone. And usually, I mean, it sounds super woo-woo, but I grew up with my mom doing this, and I haven't been feeling great lately, and I never get headaches, and I've been just feeling real like stuffy up here. And so I saw her today, and she did the cleanse, and I wish I would have taken a picture, because the eye like formed like almost immediately, and it had like a lid. It was crazy, guys. So I don't know, look into it. That's just, I was telling Dorina about it earlier, and she
just saying. No, and when she told me, I was, well, huevo, what are you talking about? And then once she described the process, I was like, I know exactly what you're talking about. I had probably blocked it out of my head, because it was similar to the, because I think you said your mom read, or she was manifesting or like thinking about a Bible verse when she was doing it, right? Yeah. Because the Mexicans are very Catholic, right? So we were making fun of the I don't know what you call it in English. Like, what's this blessing? Is it a blessing? Like, cuando te persinas?
Yeah, that's the line I know how to say it. Yeah.
Yeah. So like Catholics in Catholic Church, you used to do this like, en el nombre del Padre, del Hijo, del Espíritu Santo, and it's like I'm a melt because I just did that. But yeah, I remember both grandmas of mine would do that, like la bendición, déjate doy la bendición, let me give you the blessing, and they would do this thing to like little kids, and they do it like 20 times, like en el nombre del Padre, del Hijo, que te saquen los demonios, que se vayan a la chingada, y blah blah blah. and it was always so funny to me. So I guess I blocked out all of these different rituals, right, but that one is so interesting. And I guess we are very, as my coven knows, we are very non-tyrannical about people's belief systems. So you could technically do it with anything that you believe in spiritually, right? Yeah. Whatever that is. If you want to bless somebody with an egg, a huevo, and like fucking sing a song lyric, right?
Exactly.
So.
Yeah. Just like, get this fucking energy away.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Or mime something like Art the Clown.
Exactly.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Suspiria and then Weapons. And then
Suspiria's like your jam. I've seen him. I've seen the original. I never saw the remake. I dug it, but I have only seen it once. And
but you like Argento.
I do. It's a little hard sometimes to watch his movies, and then we'll get into this with Weapons.
Right.
The slow pacing of Italian films and whatnot is. I get very impatient. I think my patience has gotten shorter and shorter throughout the years, unfortunately.
But you like movies like Blade Runner.
I do.
So what's the difference?
I don't know.
Because that shit's slow.
It is slow, but I don't know why I feel like Blade Runner just has like a little bit more to it that keeps me like reeled in.
It's got a lot more to it because it's a perfect movie.
And also Hereditary is also pretty slow. But also
Ari Aster movies in general, which I guess I love slow movies. I fucking love slow movies. Like they are my favorite. So much. I just like sitting there and being immersed in the world. Blade Runner is also a whole ass vibe because of the brilliant soundtrack. So you can sit in a movie theater and just, completely tune everything out and get immersed in the world. Mm-hmm. And it's beautiful world. Right. Okay, but Suspiria. So here's the thing about Suspiria. I love both movies, both versions. I've actually said that I have two favorite remakes, and one of them being the Fright Night remake. I like both Fright Nights a lot. You don't love the original as much, right? Yeah, Chris Sarandon. Speaking of somebody that can get it at any age, but Suspiria is my other favorite remake, and I think it's because I was so surprised. Like, I don't know if you'll like it because it is long and slow,
right?
But I think you'll like what it has to talk about and certain imagery and like. I think because he's such a good director, Luca, and he did it just to be completely different than the original Suspiria.
Okay.
Like the original Suspiria is like a work of art visually.
Yeah.
Right. It's so colorful and the cinematography is beautiful and like, but it's also cheesy Italian with like the acting and the dubbing, right? Like all of those funny things. But it's still a really fun ride. Versus like the new Suspiria, it's a completely different story.
Okay.
And it is talking about completely different topics and like very subversive, I think, and also they kind of insert, how in the original Suspiria they insert these different what's it called, like quick cuts and editing where they're showing like kind of like to, I don't know if it's to like disorient the audience.
Yeah.
So they do that in Suspiria with like more messed up imagery.
In the remake?
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And there's also we also had a watch along of the remake on my Patreon, and there's this scene of this girl that I don't want to spoil anything, but it's very physically like messed up and kind of not so much gory that it's just like it's kind of body horror.
Okay.
That I think that it takes a while. It's like a really slow burn to get there, but once it gets there, you're like, oh, I am in. Because this is what they're doing.
Yeah.
So I think if you give it if you watch it on like a day where you have the patience to sit through it, you'll really enjoy it.
All right. Yeah. I'll give it a shot.
I loved it, and both scores are amazing too.
What was that? I have to do the Suspiria remake, and there was one other one that we talked about earlier, and I was like, I haven't seen it.
Of a which movie?
Yeah, someone mentioned it.
We talked about the Crucible. Oh, you mentioned Warlock.
That's what it was.
But you mentioned Warlock too.
But Crucible was the one I hadn't seen. I hadn't put that on there. Yes, Warlock. We were thinking about adding that to this. Sadly, if you guys ever saw it, the actor in that movie actually died tragically. He went hiking here in Los Angeles. There's a big mountain that you can go and summit, and it's called Mount Baldy, and he went by himself. And I think it was around starting to get cold. So it gets really icy and slippery up there, and he went missing. And they were looking for him for I think a month and a half or two, and then finally they found just remains of him a couple months later, which is just really sad. But the Warlock movies are just fun because I feel like there's not a ton of male which movies out there.
Right?
So those were fun. I mean, they're cheesy like '90s movies, but those are still really fun.
I didn't
I
know
think
he
there was
died
a
like
three.
that.
Yeah, that's really sad.
Yeah.
This one's for Julian
Yeah.
Sands.
When you're with your claw.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's talk weapons, and then shout out to, see, Mike's doing the pretzel emoji, which is an inside joke. If you watch Suspiria remake with us
Oh,
on my Patreon,
okay.
patreon.com/DJ Bruja. Sam says she loves the Suspiria remake because I think they saw it for the first time with me.
Oh, nice.
Alan Smithy says Deep Red is good. I love Argento stuff. Deep Red is actually
Deep Red is
like
one of my favorites.
yeah, for sure. It's up there with Suspiria for me. Really good. All right. Now you guys are just talking random horror, which is fine.
It's okay. Yeah, we're not gonna.
Obviously, Midsummer's a masterpiece.
Florence Pugh is hot. Andrew.
Yes, she is.
Great.
Rich says, "Are you going to talk about Alien Earth?" Rich, I'm happy to talk about Alien Earth. April does not really watch TV, but I am happy to talk about it. We are going to talk weapons and then get out of here because we've been here for like an hour. Unless you guys want to make us stay. Streamlabs.com/Horror Hos. If you got any extra little money in the stupid ass economy, if you want us to come back next week, if we come back next week, we'll probably talk about Horror Nights since we're going Thursday.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, so we'll talk about all the Terrifier things. Maybe we'll just talk Horror Nights and theme parks and Art the Clown.
Yeah, there's a lot of. I'm trying to avoid all the spoilers that like people are, from Orlando. But there's a lot of arts walking around, and I'm so excited for that.
That must be such a fun job.
I know, and they're all really good. Like the tiny clips I've seen, like these guys are nailing it.
Yeah.
Whoever they hired, they did a really good job.
Truly. All right, so let's talk weapons. Kate says, I adored Weapons, saw it in IMAX. Our theater had a great time. I can't wait to see it again to show people this movie and how well done Zach did. WKUK is my one of my childhood staples. Just love them. The dude certainly knows comedy, for sure. And then I think Kara said she knows what you think about weapons, but she doesn't know what I think. We'll talk about it in a little bit.
Yeah, Kara and I went to go. So my friend Kara and I.
Oh, you saw it together, right?
We saw it together. Unfortunately, this was like a really awful weekend for me, and my head wasn't really totally in it. And I was really hoping for it to be just kind of like another Barbarian, where it was just like. I mean, it does get kind of silly towards the end, but I was just hoping to just have it be a little bit more fluffy and faster, and going back to like the speed. It really reminded me a lot of last year's Long Legs, where like the pacing was just very slow, and even like the look of it was very Long Legs vibe. And so I started getting really impatient, and there are things that I did love about it. I did love that they were the chapters basically of each character that they were going through. So you got to know each character and what they were feeling and what was going on in their lives. And then just like the tie-in of obviously Miss Aunt Gladys that comes in and is just ridiculous. And speaking of severe, she's a very severe character, which is also something that Longlegs had with Nick Cage looking very severe. Like that's a huge similarity as well. But I think, it was good. It's watchable, but I wasn't like, I didn't leave that theater going, oh, fuck yeah, I got to go watch that again. There's some really cool visual things that we saw, some awesome characters. Obviously, Gladys. I cannot remember his name, but the guy that was like the junkie, I really dug his performance. Sorry, I don't remember his name. But yeah, that was pretty much my take. Like I said, I should go watch it again because I have a clearer mind at the moment, and I should go watch it and give it another shot. I might like it more,
Yeah, I am with you in that I should watch it again because I had a different experience in April because I got to go to the premiere. Yeah. She couldn't come to the premiere with me, was what took Frank. So Frank's like second choice. Sorry, Frank. But the premiere was super fun because Warner Brothers puts on really good events, and they even had, if you guys don't know what a press line is, it's basically where you see entertainment outlets interview the director and the cast and the crew, and they set up the press line to have the kids in a classroom looking creepy, like behind the cameras, which I thought was brilliant. So, and of course, like, I was like Daria again, where watching the movie, everybody was freaking out and super scared, and I'm just sitting there with a smile on my face. I'm like, I don't know why people are freaking out, but everybody was freaking out. It was really interesting because I'm with. I want to read Rich's comment. He said Weapons was great, but I did like Barbarian a touch more. So that's how I feel. I feel like maybe because I went in with low expectations, because I specifically thought there's no way I'm gonna love this movie as much as Barbarian. Like, I love Barbarian. I think Barbarian is a modern horror masterpiece. I loved it when I saw it. It was one of my most recent fun experiences in the theater. So I was like, there's no way Weapons is gonna be that same experience for me. So maybe because I went in with low expectations, I was very pleasantly surprised at how different this was and how original. Like, yet again, this man wrote, Zach wrote this very original, unique horror movie. And I do see what you're saying, that it kind of started out like a horror drama thriller, which is not your vibe as much as straight up, fun horror movie. But for what I was surprised about is that I actually cared about the characters. Like, the characters were really well written. Like, and every actor was excellent. Like, Julia Garner, Josh Brolin. They're all, by the way, it's funny. Like, they're all these actors in big, shitty franchises. Like Julia Garner was just Silver Surfer in Fantastic Four. Obviously, Josh Brolin was Thanos, right? Wong was in the Marvel movies. Even Alden Ehrenreich, I don't know how you say his last name, but the cop guy who was also really good was freaking Han Solo, right? Like, it's funny that it's all of these big actors that ended up making this movie probably because they read the script.
Yeah.
And they thought it was really well done.
Yeah.
So I actually thought the characters were interesting and flawed, and I don't expect that from horror movies. So I was very pleasantly surprised that I actually cared about what the characters were going through and the problems that they were having to deal with, that it gave me the patience to, that's really extremely slow burn that you're talking about.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Because would I have wanted the third and final act to have come earlier? Right? Of course, because I want to see more of that.
Right, yeah.
Because that was a riot, right? It went from horror, drama, thriller to hilarity.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah,
It actually, as soon as Aunt Gladys shows up, you're like, who is this?
Yeah.
This girl, this lady is kind of giving me Art the Clown vibes. I am very much into this lady.
Yes.
Who is cuckoo.
Yeah.
My kind of cuckoo. So she was obviously the highlight.
Yeah. Those little teeth, man. The little teeth she had.
Yeah.
And the lipstick just going into the crevices of her cracked lips and her old. Oh.
She was fantastic.
Yeah. Did anyone catch on early on in the movie that she was a witch? Because I kind of felt that when, spoiler, I'm sorry, when Josh Brolin is having that dream about his son, right? And then he wakes up, or he wakes up because he has this woman in his bed, and it's not Gladys. Gladys. I kind of had that's interesting, because that's kind of like what witches do. They kind of pray when you're sleeping, especially around the witching hour, 3 to 4, when it's most open. I have a story about that actually one time.
Do tell.
So I remember I was going to sleep, and I remember I had a dream, but it seemed so real. And my friend Eliza was knocking on the window next to me. And I was like, I woke up and I was like, what are you doing here? And she's bawling her eyes out. And she's like, I just had the worst date. Can you please let me in, let me in. And I was like, what, but why are you at the window? And she's like, just please, I'm so scared. And I was like, just go around the front. What are you doing? This is very strange. And this was years ago. And then I didn't open the window, but for some reason I was able to talk to her through the window. And then I woke up, and then I was like, that was a witch trying to get in into my dreams. It was the wildest thing. Anyways, sorry to detour on that, but
it's a good detour.
But that's what made me think like, that scene was like, like, well, that might be the,
Totally. Well, and it's funny too because I did some of the comments I've been getting when I've asked people, what did you think of Weapons? Is they liked it, but they wish that the reveal was later.
Oh.
And I feel like I think that is due to the way that, people are used to a typical Hollywood movie structure.
Okay.
Right? Like where I was like, it wasn't like a M. Night Shyamalan reveal.
Right, yeah.
Right? Like they kind of tell you, they give you hints of what's going on in the middle of the movie because as you guys, for those that have seen it, you know that they actually, show you what's going on through the perspectives of all of these different characters, and they kind of repeat the days per character to explain like what they're seeing and what they're going through in order to get to like what you would think in most movies is a big reveal, but here it's not. It's a slow reveal.
Yeah.
And it's a confirmation of like what you're thinking. I thought it was gonna be a witchy thing kind of from the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah, like I mean, honestly, one of my favorite things of the movie is how the kids run.
Oh, absolutely.
That was fucking hilarious.
I go on night walks and like I'll be going down like a residential and I just want to run down the street like those kids. Like we should go on a night walk.
Totally.
Pictures and videos of
just randomly of us running around the valley of Los Angeles.
Should we do that? Yes.
Yeah. Send a donation and we'll do it. We'll cut April's microbangs and we'll run like the Weapons
we
kids.
Will. I was like, we can cut them, but we're gonna wait till after Horror Nights.
Yeah, maybe we'll do it next week.
Yeah.
But yeah. So that's my take on like what kind of maybe disappointed some people, and I think people usually just are disappointed because of expectations. Like if you go in with no expectations, you enjoy things more.
Absolutely.
That's kind of what I've been doing, and so I just really appreciated the originality of it. I loved it, and Gladys. I think it's cool that Zach Cregger's kind of doing the John Carpenter thing and also composing music. But I did miss Anna's score because her score in Barbarian is really fucking cool. Y'all know I'm gonna talk music, so
hell yeah. The music in that was the needle drops in that were amazing. I mean that scene, the George Harrison song.
Oh yeah, the intro was awesome.
Insane.
Yeah, Beware of Darkness. What a way to start a movie.
Yeah,
loved it.
That scene is grade A.
Loved it.
Also, microbangs don't make you evil. Okay. I've had bangs for a very long time, and I've had microbangs, and it actually makes you less evil, I think.
I agree. I mean, we're team Aunt Gladys here.
This is true, yeah.
So, anyways, we're gonna get out of here, y'all.
I know.
So let me just make sure I didn't miss any comments or questions. We will hopefully be back next week.
Wait, someone said I knew something was up when I saw the O in Weapons title isn't. Oh, it was a symbol. Oh, yeah.
Wait, who said
that?
Rich. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Quicker cash.
That makes sense. Sam says, I knew witches were involved immediately once, which was on the car.
On the car.
I did love that scene where Julia Gardner's outside the house and the lady comes out slowly walking, like where you don't know if she's like, what she's doing, and she remember where she goes in the car and Julia Gardner's sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was a great one.
But the ending was my favorite. I love that third act was so fucking funny. All right, see, Tron of Seven, you had high expectations. If you have low expectations in life, just have low expectations in life, you'll be much happier.
It's true. But also have standards and, all that.
They come to us for, now that PBS has been defunded, we're their new PBS. I wish we were like Pee-wee.
Pee-wee.
It was either witchcraft or Illuminati. Or the ¿Por qué no los dos?
Oh, yeah, the graffiti on the car that said witch.
Oh, that's right. That was a hint. Exactly. I think there were hints all over.
That's why I feel like I need to just rewatch it, because I forgot about the freaking graffiti.
Totally. That's a good point, Sam. All right, kids.
You guys, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for hanging out. We will hopefully be back next week. It looks like we
Horror
actually...
Nights.
Right?
I'm so excited. Are you guys going to Horror Nights?
Yeah, does anybody go to like Orlando or Hollywood or any sort of like theme park holiday situation? I would love.
Thank you, Alan.
We actually did get some Streamlabs, so I'm gonna go.
Thank you, guys.
That's so nice of y'all.
So nice.
Before we get out of here, let me go through them really quick. All right, here we are. Thank you all.
Thank you, guys.
So we got Mike Joyce, who just I think left to go see Toxic Avenger. Hope you enjoyed, Mike. He says I was kind of disappointed in Weapons. I'd give Barbarian an A and Weapons a B minus. To me, the momentum kept grinding the movie to a halt when it shifted to each character's perspective. So that particular thing that I actually enjoyed didn't work for you, Mike. And it didn't work for some people. And I actually understand it because it does... if you're getting repetitive things, I could see how that gets a little stale. I just thought the way it was done was really unique and well done.
Yeah.
So, but I'm with you actually on the A and B scores, like because Barbarian's an A+.
Hell yeah, it is.
Want to read the next one, Ma'am?
Thank you to Jimmy Nails. Weapons is the best Lynchian film not made by Lynch.
I think we talked about this a little bit in my Discord. I think you were talking about just the weirdness of the town reminded you of like a little bit of Twin Peaks, and I'm totally with you on that. I didn't actually think about it until you mentioned it, Jimmy, but that's a really good point.
Yeah, that's great.
Then we got Trona7 who said we want the horror host to come back? ? I'm Ron Burgundy.
Oh.
Hopefully, Trona7. Again, we just want to hang out with you guys on Fridays. Just chat movies. So maybe what y'all should do, if you're not in my Patreon community, you should join patreon.com/DJBruja. Our Discord is lit every day. I'm trying to get this lady to hang out there, but she's got to download the app.
I have the app. I'm just really bad at opening it up.
I'll show her. But if you can't join yet, it's only $5 a month. It's only $5 a month. But if you can't join, just write in the comments. Follow us on socials. Let us know what you guys want us to talk about. What movies, like what the hell we should do. If, as Frank says, we come back every Friday, or he'll get microbangs. Maybe we will give April microbangs.
And Frank at the same time.
Exactly.
That would be amazing.
Wait. What's going on here? Alan Smithy says, did Jordan Peele really need to fire people over the Weapons script?
Ooh.
What happened?
I think there was like a bidding war on the film or something. I don't know exactly what happened, but I know there was something going on, I think, with that.
Oh, maybe I heard about it, but
I gotta look into it.
We gotta look into it. Damn. That's not good, because he's got a new produced movie coming out, right? Him, I think it's called.
Yeah, no idea what that's about.
Yeah, interesting. All right.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you, don't watch spoilers. I'm just gonna go watch it.
Yeah, exactly. Alan Smithy, thank you for your donation. He says, thanks for the horror, April and Dorina.
Thank you, Alan.
Thanks, y'all. We can't believe we got donations on our first stream. That's so nice of y'all.
Thank you.
We know the capitalism sucks, so we appreciate y'all donating to our little community here. Definitely. And hopefully see you next week. Yeah. And we're posting stupid fun shit on Instagram, on Blue Sky. We just got a TikTok. We might post there too if you're on TikTok, but I don't know how many Gen Zs are in here. You used to be on TikTok.
I love TikTok a lot.
Yeah, you're really good at it.
Thank you. I mean, I didn't do too much. I just did, the voiceover stuff. Like what everyone was doing in the 2020s. 2020.
Right, because you kind of treated it. It was like around then,
Was that when the whole
COVID
thing?
Basically 2019 maybe, I forget.
But
because you were kind of treating it like Vine.
Yes, and I loved Vine. But yeah, I loved it and just have a bunch of stupid videos. But I stopped. So, but yeah, I'll have to dig back in there. There's just so many apps. It's like this.
Too many apps.
There's too many apps.
Too many apps. But whatever app you're in, we're probably there. And I am going to try to be here with April most Fridays while I am in the studio the rest of the week, as well as on my Patreon. So join my Patreon, patreon.com/DJ Bruja. We are Horror Hos everywhere.
Yes.
Sometimes it's horror.hos, depending on who stole our freaking name.
I know.
But
hunt them down.
But thanks for hanging, y'all.
Thank you guys so much.
And
this was so fun.
Yeah, we will see you next week with I think we might be getting drenched with blood on Thursday.
I just held this up to the mic.
To the mic or to the camera? Oh.
They put the blood on the inside for some reason.
Yeah, apparently
not sure why,
made in China.
These are from Spirit Halloween, $10.
But I think we're not gonna do the chicken exit at Horror Nights. We're gonna do the whole maze, I guess. We're getting drenched.
Yeah, I wanted to go the wet maze, the wet route.
We're getting drenched. Before we get out of here, Arturo Zamorano says, I always thought La Sirena from Loteria was an underwater witch. That's awesome.
I love it. That's so funny.
That's so funny. All right, you guys are the best. See y'all very soon.
Yeah.
Love your hoes.
Bye. Thank you. Yay.